News. I'm Loretta Chiogo. Trade relations between Africa and the U.S. was a major talking point at the just concluded U.S.-Africa Summit. The Africa Growth and Opportunity Act, AGOA, which expires next year, was established to facilitate smooth trade relations between two continents by encouraging duty-free goods into the American markets. Our correspondent Adeshawa Josh reports.
The Africa Growth and Opportunity Act meeting ended on a positive note, with resolutions to extend and review the treaty. The meeting, which held in Washington, D.C. on the sidelines of the U.S.-Africa Summit, had in attendance U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and other top U.S. government officials, World Bank President Jim Kim, and African trade ministers, among others. Mr. John Kerry reiterated President Obama administration's commitment to the renewal of the pact.
The entire Obama administration wants to unleash the potential both for the benefit of the people of Africa and to create greater prosperity in the world. President Obama is committed to that transformation, and with a seamless renewal of AGOA, the question is, will we continue to create shared prosperity?
Meanwhile, World Bank President Jim Kim highlighted the potentials of the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act.
One opportunity, for instance, is in the light manufacturing sector, which could help African countries in terms of industrialization, export diversification, and job creation. Recent analysis from our group suggests that if this sector grows in Africa at the same speed it did in East Asia, it could create 7 million new jobs on the continent.
However, Nigeria's Trade Minister Olusegun Aganga seized the opportunity to call for a comprehensive review of the Act, urging the United States to invest in Africa's infrastructure.
Industrialization is key to Africa's future. Therefore, for AGOA to be successful, it is critical that America incentivizes, encourages American investors to invest in Africa, where we have competitive and comparative advantage.
This could be the beginning of a robust trade relations between America and Africa, if Africa is carried along in the discussion leading to the new AGOA. Channels Television News.
Nigeria's headline inflation rate for July has moved up marginally by 0.1% to 88.3%, and that's according to the National Bureau of Statistics, and is also in line with Market Watch's prediction. This inflation rate. The food sub-index mirrored the headline index, edging higher by 0.1% to 9.9 from 9.8%, owing to price increase in the bread and cereals, meat and fish groups. Analysts believe the increase will have a muted impact on interbank rates, while the Naira will remain relatively stable at the CBN and interbank markets. The governor of the central bank, Mr. Godwin Emefiele, has restated the bank's commitment to the growth of micro, small and medium enterprises through robust financing. Mr. Emefiele said this during the SME Finance Conference organized by the regulator in Abuja. He said providing finance for the sector remains key to job creation and poverty reduction. According to the CBN governor, youths engaged in small businesses will be given top priority during policy making for the sector. Other financial experts are calling for consistent policies to improve the contribution of small businesses to the nation's growth. And finally, muted trade at the Nigerian equities market caused key indicators to finish 0.02% in the negative territory. Bolaji Akinwale has a summary of today's trade.
Hello and welcome to the Stock Market Report. Indicators on Monday closed on a flat note. This was led by the key index, which slipped by 0.02% to close at 41,370.62. The market's capitalization also dropped to 13.660 trillion naira. Market breadth was low as there were 21 gainers as against 27 losers. On the decliners table, flour mill shared 3 naira 53 kobo, Guinness lost 1 naira 55 kobo, while USA property dipped by 30 kobo. Petroleum markets and stock, Forte oil was the highest price gainer with 7 naira 90 kobo. It comes ahead of Nigeria Breweries and Ashaka Cement. Meanwhile, Zenith Bank, Transcorp and Fidelity Bank attracted the highest volume of shares for the day. At the close of trading, over 177 million units of shares valued at 2.119 billion naira exchanged hands in 4,484 deals. And that's it on the stock market report. I'm Bolaji Akinwale.
Thank you, Bolaji, and it's back to Ijoma for the rest of the news at 10.
First Bank.
Still ahead on the news at 10, 14-time Grand Slam champion Rafa Nadal confirms that he'll not be competing in this year's US Open in order to recover from a wrist injury. That will be on sports. Please stay with us.